It's not just for single riders. Now hear me out. So yes, of course the single rider line is going to be significantly shorter than the regular queue. It usually is. But did you know that the single rider line for Smugglers Run, I can't speak for the rest of the rides, but for Smugglers Run, it is not just for single riders, that they allow doubles as well. So I just want to kind of share the experience as far as how much you're going to wait, the single rider line versus the regular queue, and then I'll explain my other tip for hacking this line and getting on this ride as quick as possible. So we waited through the regular queue with our family for Smugglers Run a little over an hour. It is a really cool queue. You do get to see a lot of like little Star Wars Easter eggs and various things that you do miss in the single riders line. But again, we waited for an hour for one ride. Now we had a single rider get on the ride with us and we asked him, how long did you wait? And he said, maybe 5 minutes. And we were like, holy smokes, we are doing this wrong. And he's actually the one that told us it is not just single riders. They allow double riders as well. So then we got off the ride, ran through the single riders line. It took maybe 5 minutes, and some of that's just literally walking through the line itself. You get up there, and then they are looking for either singles or doubles, and in most of the cases, we wound up doing this 4 times. Smugglers Run 4 more times total in like a 45-minute time span just going through this. And in our experience, typically they wound up needing more doubles than singles. So if you are traveling with like a group of 4 or 3 and you don't care to be slightly separated, it's a much faster option. Or again, if you ride it once with your family and you really want to ride it again, you could ride it through the regular queue with your family the first go, then break up to get multiple runs through it in the single riders line and save yourself a ton of time. Now, the only drawback to this is, yes, you're not going to probably get the pilot or your most desired position on the ride. However, you still could, and regardless, you're still going to get either the gunner seat, the engineer, something. You're going to be on the ride, and that's ultimately what matters. And this is just going to save you a ton of time and allow you to ride it over and over again versus just having to spend your whole day waiting. Now, while we were there, I kept watching the app the days before we went to Hollywood Studios, and I noticed that during the last 30 minutes that the park was open at Hollywood Studios, the ride time would significantly drop. And so that's exactly what we did. It hit 30 minutes till the park closed. We full sprinted over to Smugglers Run. It said it had a posted wait time of 15 minutes, but that was honestly just the time it takes you to get through the queue. They even let us bypass the pre-show. And we wound up doing this and getting an additional 3 or 4 more rides. We literally went right up until 9 o'clock when the park closed. And there was no line. It was literally just walk on. We rode it with our whole family. We cycled through, we all got to do all the positions that we hadn't done before. And it was just so much fun. So definitely, if you're wanting Smugglers Run and you don't want to do the single rider line, which I highly recommend, but wait till later in the evening, like the last hour, specifically the last 30 minutes that the park is open, because that ride time is gonna plummet and you're gonna be able to get on it so much faster. Don't waste your time waiting in line earlier in the day. Utilize that to do other things and come back and maximize it at the end of the day. This had the lowest wait time in the park while we were there at this time of night.